Merry Christmas to the guys and gals of moving on up. And I wanted to take some time here since I have not for a while during the holidays to make hopefully a few videos. I have not done this for a while for you guys. I apologize, but let's get right into it. I wanted to focus on deer's attacks. In both cases, this is 2 wars ago with some GoVaHo attacks. And I'm going to quick start by how I would open up this attack, and then I'm gonna break into what he does. I would start at the same point he started at up here, the 10, 11 o'clock area, with some golems. The thing is the first thing I would do is trip the CC like he did with the hog, but I would lay a wizard right there on that builder's hut, which would then come down to the collector, possibly even taking out one of these gold collectors on the other edge. And I would also, while the dragon is coming to that side, drop a wizard on this camp and or that collector to create and start the funnel. What he does is spends 30 seconds to get this dragon out. Started at 2 minutes 7 seconds, I believe, give or take, but he brings it all the way to the corner and knocks out that hut, which is fine. You can do that first or last, but starts here and gets the golems going, but he has so many wizards that are going to end up being wasted. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, 9, 10 to kill that dragon. The poison should be laid on the dragon as it's coming up. Had the wizard been up there at the top at the builder's hut, the dragon would have come straight up, came probably towards the golems. The poison could have been laid somewhere probably in here around these archer towers, depending on how fast it came up. And your funnel would be created for your Valks. These outside structures would be eliminated here. The camp would be eliminated. And then the Valks would end up going after the barracks, and then probably to the archer tower next, behind the golems. And the wizards could be behind the golems also. Instead, a ton of wizards get blown up on that outside edge. They're fighting the dragon. I don't know how many of them went away, but quite a bit. And the Valks now, because the edge is not cleaned up on the funnel here at the collector and the storage, the Valks are going to go right around the outside of the base. You'll see the cannon and the archer tower here on the left side pick off all those extra wizards, so they were completely wasted. Wasted 30 seconds of time, and the Valkyries will go all the way around the outside edge, but that's not their purpose. The reason why he 3-starred this is because he was overpowering it. This is a Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8 against Town Hall 7. He's able to push through since the king comes in with the golem. I think that wizard he has there might get picked off too. No, it'll stick around. So he only has one wizard behind those golems. He's overpowered here on his hogs, so there was a little bit poor placement. It could have been about 3 to 4 tiles to the right. Not a big deal, again, because he's overpowered. So he heals them up. They're going to go through about 4 or 5 defenses, which is very good with those hogs. Because the hogs were overpowered, he was able to push through here. But theoretically, those Valks should have came right up here, right where the golems are now, blown through that wall, blown into the middle, hit the air defenses here, hit the Teslas, the king, the dark elixir storage. All that should have been blown up by the Valkyries. And then the hogs would have a much more clearer path. Instead, they're going to do more splitting. When that middle is not blown up, you're going to split a lot more, as you can see there. I mean, the hogs are in, I think, 3 or 4 directions right there. Again, overpowered, so it works. But keep that stuff in mind. 1 poison spell for the clan castle, 1 poison spell for skeletons, maybe once you trip 2 spells or 2 traps. But focus on that start. Focus on that funnel to get those Valkyries into the middle. Let's go again to Deer's attack on 18. And again, an overpowered attack. But I think the Valks and everything go around. Trips the clan castle. And again, 30 seconds. Against a tougher base, you're going to need those 30 seconds. Right now, you don't. But you're facing a 7.5 here, I think it is. Hold on here for a second. All right, so he drops the golems. That's good. But in theory, you need to maybe pull that clan castle out a little bit and then drop the golems. They're going to detour towards the golems. all your wizards are bunched up here. Your Valkyries are going to go right around. You have no way to funnel them. They should have been placed, eliminating these camps, or at least a few of them. Maybe these top structures, as far as the gold collectors there, to allow the Valkyries then to go into the middle. Instead, everything's all bunched up. The wizards are bunched up. They're going to eventually get picked off, I think. Yep. And now here goes your look. Had you waited another few seconds, think about these things as you're attacking. Had you waited another few seconds, those Valkyries probably would have went into the middle. The wizards would have taken out that collector that was right there, and then the Valkyries could be dropped instead. You dropped them up top here, right in about there, and they're going to go to that collector first. Because that's the closest structure. So eliminate those structures, then get your Valkyries in with the golems, and then your wizards are also going to be behind there. Fairly clear path, thankfully for the hogs this time, but and plenty of wizards survived this one because the Valkyries were protecting the wizards in that case. So you want those tanks, which a Valkyrie I think is considered a tank in most instances. You want those tanks to be protecting the wizards. Here, again, it's overpowered. Right now, the only mistake I see, is not a big one, is that king should have been about 20, 30 seconds earlier. Once the defenses are down, rage that king, use its ability, get it moving in case you need that time. So, a lot of things wrong with the beginning of that for the Town Hall 8s here. Hopefully you guys can clean that up a little bit, make it a little bit smoother so that you force the golems, force the Valkyries into the middle. They're going to blow up everything in the middle of that base and allow your hogs to go in like almost a semicircular basis, either clockwise or counterclockwise onto a base. This war is actually looking pretty good because we're defending up top. We're down by 29 stars, but we have a lot of attacks left, and we hope by the end of this one we finish it up. So, Merry Christmas, guys. Clash and bash.